Today we're going to tat this simple project. I have threaded a size 18 tapestry needle with about a yard of good quality Sibilia thread, size 10. I'm going to hold the thread at about the midpoint using my non-dominant hand. I'm going to extend my fingers and wrap the thread around the fingers and return to the pinch point. So you have two threads showing between your thumb and your index finger held securely. The next step in the process is to take the thread attached to the needle and extend it beyond your hand. Take the needle and go upwards underneath the thread that has been stretched between your index finger and your middle finger. Once you've reached that point where the needle is through, you want to relax your fingers, then pull the thread out and simultaneously re-extend your fingers into that loop. That will create the first half of the double stitch. For the second half of the double stitch, take your needle and come from the top down through that same section of thread. Again, relax your non-dominant hand and pull the thread out and re-extend your fingers. We're going to make 4 of these stitches. So I'm going to use my fingers here to move the thread behind my hand, then take the needle and go upwards, pull it through, relax my fingers on my non-dominant hand, pull the thread outward, and then re-extend my fingers. For the second half, go down under that same thread, relax your non-dominant hand, pull the thread out, and now we have created the second double stitch. 2 more times. Bring the thread behind your hand, bring the needle up through your fingers between the index and middle finger, relax your hand, tighten up the thread against the previous stitch. Now, downward, bring it out with your hand relaxed, a third double stitch. 1 more time. Extend, bring the needle up, relax your hand, pull the needle out, tighten it up, and now down, relax your hand, pull the thread out away from you, and we have the first 4 double stitches. It's time to make a picot. So I'm going to use my picot gauge, in this case a round rod. I'm going to slide it in between my thumb and index finger parallel to the core thread. Taking the thread under the picot gauge but behind your hand, take the needle upwards under the highest thread, pull it out, relax your fingers, then tighten it up and go back down again. Pull it out. This is the first double stitch of the second set of 4. You will notice that there is a stitch on either side of the picot. The picot does not enter into the stitch count. Additionally, you will notice that you can see a parallel stitch to the core thread or your needle thread that marks what we sometimes refer to as the waistband. That lets us know that we are on the front side of the pattern. Now for the second of 4 stitches. Extend, come up, relax your hand, pull it out, then re-extend your fingers, go down, relax your hand, pull the needle outward, we have 2 stitches. Make sure at intervals that the stitches can slide along the core thread or the needle thread. Here we go, number 3. Take your thread beyond your hand, take the needle up through, relax your hand, pull the needle outward. Now go down, relax your hand, pull the thread back towards you, and we now have 4 stitches. It's time for another picot. So lay that picot gauge parallel to your core thread. Pinch it along with the threads in between your index finger and thumb. Taking the needle's thread, go behind your hand, then bring the needle up, pull it out, slide it up tight, take the needle down, pull it out tight, extend your fingers, and draw that stitch in close. Now remove your picot gauge. So we have 1, 2 picots. Let's do it 3 more stitches. And 2 and 3 and 4. Very good. Time for the last picot on this ring. Make sure your thread slides. Hold your picot gauge in position parallel to your needle's thread. Come under, behind your hand, take your needle upward, relax your fingers, pull it out. Now take it down between your index finger and your middle finger, relax your hand, pull it out, and pull it tight. Remove the picot gauge. Let's do the last 3 stitches. Wrap the thread backwards, up through the middle, down through the middle, relax your hand, pull the thread out, extend it beyond your hand, bring it up, down through the middle, pull it out. One more time. Beyond your hand, bring the needle up through that center, relax your hand, pull it out. 1, 2, 3. This will be the last stitch. 4. Notice that there is a natural arch that comes as you slide this core thread through the stitches. We're going to take the needle and we're going to push it through the loop we have created. This makes sure that the ring is nice and neat once it is closed up. And we're going to bring it together, pull it snugly, shape it if you need to, and this is our first ring. In order to get the bow part at the bottom of our little pattern, we're going to have to create a chain. So we're going to take this and we're going to do what's called reversing the work, which is no more than turning the ring upside down. You're going to see 2 threads. The one on your non-dominant hand side is what is going to create the chain. So you'll wrap the end around your little finger to use as a tensioner. And because we're on the opposite side of the ring we just created, we're going to do our stitches backwards. In other words, we're going to do the second half first, going down this way. Relax your fingers, pull the thread out, then extend your fingers and slide the knot up against the ring. It's time to do the first half. Pull the thread around your hand, come up, relax your fingers, pull the thread out, extend your fingers. If you're lucky, your little tail doesn't get in the way there. Now we've created the first stitch on the reverse side or the back side of the tatting. So we'll do the second half first. Relax your hand, pull the thread out, snug it up against the previous one, and then the first half by wrapping the thread around the back of your hand, pushing your needle upwards, pulling it out, re-extending your fingers. We've done two stitches. We're going to do the first half again. No, the second half. This is the second half. Pull it out, relax your fingers, then extend them. Wrap the thread behind. This is the bring your thread down through. Relax your hand. And now we'll do one more. Very good. So we count it backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this time we want a fifth stitch on our chain. So we'll come down, extend your hand, extend the thread, pull it up tight, wrap the thread around, bring your needle up through, pull it out tight with your hand relaxed. That is our fifth one. We now need one more picot. This is the only picot we will do on the chain. Picot gauge again in the same position, parallel to your knotting thread, your core thread. Bring the needle down, relax your hand, pull it out, and now wrap the thread, bring it up, pull it out, and extend your fingers again. Remove the picot gauge. Make sure the stitches slide. If you need a little extra room, just stretch your fingers a little further apart. So we've done one, down, extend, pull through, up, relax, extend, pull. That's 2, and wrap, come up, relax, pull out, extend 3, and 4, and 5. Now, while it's not required that you reverse the order that you create the stitches, it is best practice to do so. Why? Because when you go back to the front side of your tatting again, you will see that there is a distinct stitch on each side of the picot on your chain, the same way that there is on your ring. Not necessary, but highly suggested. Now we're going to take the tail thread off our finger and do a second ring so that this matches the pattern that we had. Pinch the end of the chain between your index finger and your thumb, and we're going to repeat the process. Wrap around your hand so that you have 2 threads on your index finger. Now we're going to do the first half by wrapping your thread around your hand, taking the needle upward, relax, pull it out, snug it up against that chain. Second half, down through the middle there, pull it out. With your hand relaxed, then re-extend your fingers. We're going to do it again. And 2. And 3. And 4. Now, instead of doing a picot here, what we're going to do is join these 2 rings that we are in the process of creating. Make sure your stitches slide. Take your crochet hook, go behind your working thread, up through the picot. Now pull that thread downward through the picot, being careful not to cross, not to allow the threads to cross. Push your needle through that loop, pull it out, and slide that loop inward. This creates the first half of the double stitch. So now you can do the second half. Relax your hand, pull the thread out, extend your fingers, and we have a neat stitch on each side of that picot where it has joined. Now proceed for 3 more stitches. Extend, relax, pull it out, extend, and make it snug. Down facing stitch, pull it out with your fingers relaxed, extend your fingers. That's 2. And 3. And 4. We're going to do a picot here, so we'll need our picot gauge, again parallel to our knotting, our needle thread. Take the needle thread beyond the hand, up through between the index and middle fingers, snug it up tightly, and then do the second half. Same way. Remove your picot gauge, make sure the stitch slides, wrap, go up, snug it up, bring the needle down, snug it up, wrap, go upwards, go downwards, 1, 2, 3, extend, wrapping it around, extend again, downward stitch. We have 4. We need 1 more picot. Picot gauge is back in place, parallel to our needle thread. Pass that beyond, come upwards, relax your fingers, then extend and snug it up, down. Okay. Pass it beyond your hand, bring the needle up, relax, Stretch the thread out. Down, relax, pull the thread out. Give it a little extra tug if you need to. Wrap, send the needle upwards, send the needle downwards. 1, 2, 3. One more stitch to go. Let's make sure it slides. Yay! One more. Wrap, send the needle upward, relax, pull it taut, then downward, pull it tight. There you go. Once again, we're going to slide our needle thread through the stitches carefully. When we get it almost slid shut, pass the needle through the loop. Make sure the other thread doesn't come. Draw it up tight. And to secure it, you can do a simple shoelace knot. To finish the piece. Shape it if you need to. And there you have it.